What if ancient humans woke up in the age of the dinosaurs, 150 million years too early? They wouldn't last a week, and not for the reason you think. The monsters you're imagining right now aren't even here yet. The air itself might drop you gasping to the ground. And the thing that actually kills you is green, it's everywhere, and you'll walk straight past it without ever knowing what it was. Because this isn't the version where a T-Rex eats you. The Jurassic never had a T-Rex. The truth is stranger, and a lot quieter. So let's actually run it. Drop a human into the Late Jurassic, start the clock, and see what kills you first. 3 things are hunting you, and not one of them has teeth.
The wrong monsters, the wrong air, and the wrong food. The one that starves you to death in the middle of a jungle.
How is that even possible? That's the one that should scare you.
First, the honest part. Humans and the Jurassic miss each other by about 145 million years. This never happened, and it never could. But everything that happens next is real. A real world, rebuilt from real rock.
So set the scene. It's 150 million years ago.
The continents are torn halfway apart, oceans opening between them. There is no ice anywhere on the planet, not a single cap, not one glacier. The sky is a hazy, washed-out pale.
And the forests are green and wrong. No color in them, no flowers, no meadows, just endless dark conifer, fern, and things that look almost like palms. The air smells of resin and rot and something metallic you can't place. Insects the size of your hand drone past. It is quiet, in a way no place on modern Earth is quiet. No bird song you'd recognize, no rustle of grass. And it is hot. Not summer hot, something older and heavier and everywhere. And one thing is missing from this entire world. You won't notice it at first, nobody would, but hold it in your head, because by the end, it's the thing that kills you. There is not a single blade of grass anywhere on Earth. Start with what you're actually afraid of, the dinosaurs. Here's the first shock. Almost every dinosaur you can name hasn't been born yet. Tyrannosaurus rex, Triceratops, the velociraptor from the films, every one of them is Cretaceous. They're 80 million years in your future. That's a longer wait than the one that separates you, right now, from the last dinosaur that ever lived. Stand in the Jurassic, and they are unimaginably far away. What actually rules this world is bigger and stranger. Overhead, necks swing like cranes against the pale sky. The sauropods, Brachiosaurus, Diplodocus. Animals the length of 3 buses, so heavy the ground drums under your feet when they move. And hunting them? Allosaurus, 9 meters of muscle and blade-shaped teeth, the true apex predator of this age. But here's the turn. None of them is really your problem. You're small and silent, and you don't read as food or as a threat. The danger was never being hunted. It's being irrelevant. In a world built at that scale, a human is a beetle on the path. One absent-minded step from a creature so large it wouldn't even feel you die. Picture it. A foot the width of a doorway comes down beside you, and the ground jumps hard enough to knock you flat. And the animal that did it walks on, chewing, without ever having known you were there. And the animals are the least of it, because you've been breathing this air for 10 minutes now, and something is already wrong. You crouch to steady yourself, one hand on the ground. Ferns, bare red earth, a little moss, but still, no grass. Just that strange, patchy bareness everywhere a meadow should be, and isn't. Now, the air. And this is a real mystery. Scientists are still arguing about it. Read the rocks one way, and the Jurassic held more oxygen than today. Read them another,
and it held far less, as little as 15% against the 21 you're breathing right now. If the low estimate is right, this air hits you like the summit of a mountain. Your head throbs. Every small climb leaves you bent double and gasping, in a world where, sooner or later, you will need to run. And whatever the oxygen is doing, the carbon dioxide is high, several times anything a human has ever breathed. Not enough to kill you outright, just enough to leave you dull and slow and aching behind the eyes, every hour of every day, like a sealed room that's never once been opened.
Then there's the heat. This is a hothouse Earth, 6 to 9 degrees warmer, everywhere, always. No ice to cool the poles, no cold nights to recover it. And near the equator, the afternoons cross a line the human body physically cannot. A wet, thick heat, where sweat stops evaporating and the body begins to cook itself from the inside. You would spend every day of your short life hunting for shade. So the air makes you gasp, the heat tries to boil you, and even the water is against you. Every stream is full of things your body has never met and has no defense against, and you have no way on earth to make it safe. One bad drink, and the fever finishes what the heat started. And you still haven't eaten. Which brings us back to the grass that isn't there, because now you are genuinely starving. And this is where the Jurassic stops threatening you and quietly, patiently finishes the job. You are standing in a jungle, green in every direction as far as you can see, and almost none of it is food. Here is everything that hasn't been invented yet. Fruit? Gone. There are no flowers in the Late Jurassic, and no flowers means no fruit. Not an apple, not a berry, not one sweet thing on the whole of the earth. Grain? Gone. Grain comes from grasses, and there is no grass. No wheat, no rice, no corn, and there won't be for 100 million years. Vegetables? The ones we bred out of flowering plants? Those don't exist either. What's actually growing around you is what the dinosaurs eat. Fern, conifer needles, ginkgo leaves, and cycads, the things that look like palms, laced with enough natural poison to shut down your liver and your nerves if you're desperate enough to try. The entire green world is a menu written for other stomachs, in a chemistry your body simply cannot read. Some of it you can't digest, some of it will kill you, and the rest isn't nearly enough to keep you alive. And you will try. That's the cruel part. By day 3, you'll be chewing bark and boiling fern and swallowing things you know might be poison because the hunger overrules the fear. Some of it comes back up. Some of it makes you sick. None of it saves you.
So this is how the cleverest animal the planet will ever make dies in the Age of Giants. Not in a set of jaws. It starves. In paradise. And that's the real answer to the question. The Jurassic was never our ancient home. It's an alien planet that just happens to share our address. Think about what that means. Every single meal you have ever eaten is younger than the last dinosaur. The apple, the bread, the bowl of rice, all of it grew from flowers and grasses that only evolved after the giants were gone, in a fresh, bright world the dinosaurs never saw. The open grasslands where humans finally stood up and walked came later still.
We didn't crawl up out of deep time. We are almost the newest thing this planet has ever made. 150 million years of Earth had to happen and be wiped away before there was one single thing here that a human being could eat. So the next time the past feels impossibly old, remember the blade of grass. It's younger than the dinosaurs. And so, astonishingly, are you. If you want more of what the deep past would really do to us, stay with the channel. The ancient world is far stranger than any monster you could put in it.